I'm going to take liberties during the show because there's a few things that I've just come across. I'm working with some songs and some poems that I just incorporated into this, so I might just turn around and talk to the band every now and then at your expense. You don't mind, do you? No. Okay, well, let's have fun. I'm going to do a song that I wrote first just to show off my wares. 1, 2. Oh, she's not ready. And she's a runner. Tara Humana, that's what it is. Tara Humana. Humana? Humada.
Okay.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Another night I spent alone. Comes as no surprise that we had a quarrel, and it tore my little heart in two. So I'm telling you, sweet darling, can't live my life without you. That night you up and left me, my little world had just caved in. It's too late in my life, little darling. Look for some new love again. So you have some pity. Would you make my little dreams come true? Would you turn your love around? Can't live my life without you. Ever you smile at me, my heart just skips and spins and grins. No matter if we're alone in a room of noisy friends. Lately I talk to myself, I walk around, I make no sense. Can't you see, little darling, it's you that I love. Can't you see, pretty baby, bring back my love. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Another night I spent alone. Comes as no surprise that we had a quarrel, and it tore my little heart in two. So I'm telling you, sweet darling, I can't live my life without you. Ever you smile at me, my heart just skips and spins and grins. No matter if we're alone in a room of noisy friends. Lately I talk to myself, I walk around, I make no sense. Can't you see, little darling, it's you that I love. Can't you see, pretty baby, bring back my love. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Another night I spent alone. Comes as no surprise that we had a quarrel, and it tore my little heart in two. So I'm telling you, sweet darling, can't live my life without you. Can't live my life without you, baby, no. Can't live my life with you, but I do, should look, see about me now. in my life with you. Yeah. My. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. I forgot to tell him what song to do. Shakespeare, Sonnet 16. I've chose this one to marry with this sonnet. Why? Because the lyrics were written by Johnny Mercer, who's a wonderful bard in his own right. He's written cabaret songs, novelty tunes, deep laments, and jazz songs. This is written by him and Lionel Hampton. Your lips were like a red and ruby chalice, warmer than the summer night. The sky was like an alabaster palace, rising to a snowy high. Each star its own aurora borealis. Suddenly you held me tight. I can see the midnight sun. I can't explain the silver rain that found me, or was that a moonlit veil? The music of the universe around me, or was that a nightingale? And then your arms miraculously found me. Suddenly the sky turned pale. I can see the midnight sun. Was there such a night? It's a thrill I still don't quite believe. But after you were gone, there was still some stardust on my sleeve. The flame of it may dwindle to an ember, and the stars forget to shine. And we may see the meadow in December, icy white and crystalline. But oh, my darling, always I'll remember when your lips were close to mine, and we saw the midnight sun. Was that such a night? It's a thrill I still don't quite believe. Nice, huh? But after you were gone, there was still some stardust on my sleeve. The flame of it may dwindle to an ember, and the stars forget to shine, and we may see the meadow in December, icy white and crystalline. But oh, my darling, always I'll remember when your lips were close to mine, and we saw the midnight sun, and we saw that midnight sun, and we saw that midnight sun, and we saw the midnight sun. Oh, I want to announce someone who's an old friend of mine, lovely, lovely human being, and a hell of a singing storyteller. Paula West is here. Hello, darling. We go back, don't we? We go back. Mary Oliver, Pulitzer Prize winner, 1984. She died in 2014. She was mentored and sat at the feet of Vincent Millay, wonderful turn of the century, 20th, that is, poet, and also during the flapper era, she was one of those ladies who hung out with those who frequent the Algonquin room and that. She was a very vibrant woman. But Mary Oliver believed that walking through the woods and observing nature connected you with the universe, and she wrote about that, many of her poems. A friend of mine sent me a book, Dreams of hers, and as I perused through it, it was pretty daunting. I said, damn, what shall I do to couple with these wonderful lyrics and these prose? So I wrote a song for it. But first, let me do one of my favorite Mary Oliver poems. You might be familiar with it. If not, clap anyway. I'm a very sensitive black male. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies. the dense trees, the mountains, and the prairies, and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese high in the clean blue air are heading home again. Wherever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Has found you, drifting like the leaves. You'll soon be falling in love again with me. Winter has claimed you. Your heart gets so cold. I want to warm you. It's time to let love glow. The rites of spring descend on you. The eyes of March will see us through as we float into summer's glare. I pray you still care. Autumn determines, will our love behold another season? We have the reason for love to grow. The rites of spring descend on you. The Ides of March will see us through as we float into summer's glare. I pray you still care. Autumn determines, will our love behold another season? We have the reason for love to grow. Autumn, 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 autumn. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering bark whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Love is like a never-ending melody. Poets have compared it to a symphony. Symphony conducted by the lighting of the moon. But our song of love is slightly out of tune. Once your kisses raise me to a fevered pitch. Now the orchestration doesn't seem so rich. Seems to me you've changed the tune we used to sing. Like a bossa nova love should swing. We used to harmonize two souls in perfect time. Now the song is different and the words don't even rhyme. 'Cause you forgot the melody our heart would always bloom. And so a good's a heart that's slightly out of tune. Attune your heart to mine the way it used to be. Join with me in harmony and sing a song of loving. We're bound to get in tune again before too long. And there ain't no disturbing when your heart belongs to me completely. Won't be slightly out of tune. You sing along with me. It used to be. Join with me in harmony and sing the song of loving. We're bound to get in tune again before too long. And there ain't no deciding out when your heart belongs to me completely. Won't be slightly out of tune. You sing along with me. You sing along with me. The something of heart, oh. You sing along with me. Beat it and beat up. Oh, subam de bep sube de lude. Lo lo do lo lo do lo lo do. Oh, subam de bep sube do lo. Su do lo. Hey, su ba. Put it in the that to get to that's something to have that. Or something to that or net to cut. A pop something to that. A sound. Wow, can they play? We're going to find out. I'm not finished with them. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage! Rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end, no dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last way, by crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men, who caught and sang the sun in flight and learned too late, they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who sang, could see with blinding sight, blind eyes that could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Dylan Thomas. Heaven, I'm in the heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak. When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain, reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Why don't you dance with me? I want my arms about you. The charms about you, they're gonna help me find my way back to your heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I see when we're out together, dancing, dancing with Doug Miller and me. Oh, I'd love to climb a mountain, reach that highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half that much as dancing cheek to cheek. Why don't you just dance with me? I want my arms about you. The charms about you, they're gonna help me find my way back to your little heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek. When we're out together dancing, you and me just romancing, out together dancing. We're just gonna do a little bit of prancing, out together dancing, just you and me romancing, out together dancing cheek to cheek. Well, here we are, 2025, in this wonderful experiment that we are messing up. It's amazing, isn't it? 250 years we've been hanging out with each other. I don't care where you came from, over the border, Ellis Island, colonize, pillage, whatever you did, we're here now. We're stuck with each other, and we built this crazy dream on something. I don't know what it is. We're still figuring it out, but we are still bickering on things that make no sense in the scheme of things. Yes, I just feel so sorry for Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's no longer in his favor. Poor Marjorie. And she dyed her hair blonde to compete with Pam Bondi and them. It's a shame. Hell hath no wrath. A woman's fury. He turned his back on her, and she's going for him full force. She's getting death threats, I hear. I really don't think so. It's just way of her shouting to the crowd and to the clouds. Let's do something at Shakespeare. Prejudice and racism has no place in my heart. A few things I don't like. Fruitcake. My ex-girlfriend who dumped me when I was 16. Other than that, I'm pretty well. My mother took me to see a Shakespeare play when I was 9 years old, Merchant of Venice. There's a scene in it where Shylock is sitting at his desk and he's waiting for the arrival of a Signor Antonio, who's going to ask him for money, 3,000 ducats. He has a shipload of goods that are going to arrive in a few months, which is going to pay him back. He does not like Jews. He expresses that on the street, on the corners, in his face, but he needs the money. The scene is very vibrant because it speaks volumes about where we are now. Why? Because racism and prejudice have no place in business or in harmony. You can't make money, you can't get along with people if you have that in your heart. The scene is very vibrant. Would you like to hear it? Okay. Let me set it up for you. He's sitting at his desk and he's waiting for the arrival. He has his young patron with him who is in love and enamored with an aristocratic, beautiful woman who has money. He doesn't, which is why he needs the 3,000 ducats, which is going to go through Antonio to him. He walks in and Charlotte looks up and he says, Senor Antonio, many a time and often the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for patience and sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spat upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well, then it now appears you need my help. Go to then, you come to me and you say, Sherlock, we would have monies. You say so. You that did void your room upon my beard and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur over my threshold. Monies is your suit. Well, what should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or shall I bend low and in a bondman's key with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this, fair sir, you spit on me on Wednesday last. You spurn me on such a day. Another time you call me dog. And for these courtesies, I'll lend thee thus much money. Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice. When we played our charade, we were like children posing, playing at games, guessing the names, acting the parts we play. Oh, what a hit we made. We came on next to closing, best on the bill, lovers until love left this masquerade. Fate seemed to pull the strings. I turned and you were gone, while from the darkened wings the music box played on. Sad little serenade, song of my heart composing. I love you still, I always will, best on the bill charade. Facing to pull the strings, I turned and you were gone, while from the darkened wings the music box played on. Sad little serenade, song of my heart composing. I love you still, I always will, best on the bill charade. Another Johnny Mercer lyric, huh? Henry Mancini. Thank you. That was beautiful, Doug. 1814. George Gordon, alias Lord Byron, was invited to a soiree by Lady Sitwell, prominent aristocratic lady of the romantic Victorian era in Sussex, England. As he walked into her foyer, he took off his hat, doffed his coat, and he sauntered into the parlor. And there, across the hardwood floor, leaning against the mantel, was a tall, statuesque woman, alabaster skin, dark green piercing eyes, long raven tresses, and a long black flowing gown. He was immediately smitten. Upon retiring that evening, he reached over into his vanity and grabbed pen and paper and proceeded to write and compose one of the most demonstrative poems in the English literary canon. She walks in beauty like the night of starry stars. And all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, have half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens o'er her face. That softly lightens, how pure, how dear that dwelling place. And on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days and goodness spent. A mind at peace with all below. A heart whose love is innocent. Come bring me your softness. Comfort me through all this madness. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again? Come show me your kindness. In your arms I know I'll find it. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again? I was half not whole, in step with none, reaching through this world in need of one. Come show me your kindness. In your arms I'll know I'll find it. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again. Lying safe within your arms, I'm born again. I was half, not whole, in step with none, reaching through this world in need of one. Come show me your kindness. In your arms I'll know I'll find it. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again, lying safe within your arms. I'm born again. I'm going to send this out to my MAGA friends. Yes, I do. We don't talk politics. They work on my dad's farm with us. And whenever I'm there, they don't talk politics, and I don't either. But every once in a while, if they have a few nips, they start seeping into my psyche. So, Allan, how is it in New York now with all those left-wingers? I shut it down. Let me do one for them. Are you still with me? Yeah. Let me do something by Shakespeare again. I love Shakespeare. Who doesn't love Shakespeare? I've not met the person yet. Let's do something that's apropos of what I'm talking about. Something from King Richard from Act 1. Yes. Are you with me? Can I? All right. Now is the winter of our discontent. May glorious summer by this sun of York, and all the clouds that loud upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now all our brows bound with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up for monuments, our stern alarments changed to merry meetings, our dreadful marches to delightful measures. Grim-visaged war hath smoothed his wrinkled front, and now, instead of mounting barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber to the lascivious pleasings of a lute. But I, that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to strike an armor's looking glass, nor I, that am rudely stamped, and want love's majesty to strut before a wanton ambling nymph, I, that am curtailed of this fair proportion, cheated of features by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this patient world, half made up, that's so unfashionable that dogs bark at me as I hold by them. Why I, in this weak piping time of peace, have no desire and no desire to strike away the time, to spy my image, lest to descant my image in the daylight. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these fair well-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain and hate the idle pleasures of these days. Plots have I laid, inductions dangerous, by drunken prophecies, libels, and dreams, to set my brother Clarence and the king in deadly hate, the one against the other. And if King Edward be as true and just as I am, subtle, false, and treacherous, this day shall Clarence closely be mewed up about a prophecy which says that G, of Edward's heirs, the murderer shall be. Dive thoughts down to my soul. I usually have guitar on this, but I don't have my guitar with me, so I'm just at the wing, okay? Oh. don't you know? Don't you know? Yes. All right. Yeah, I hear you. I hear it. It don't take a lot of money to put a smile on your baby's face. Lord, it don't take a lot of money to put a smile on your baby's face. But you gotta grind that sweet coffee at a slow and easy pace. That's right, that's right. When I wake up in that morning, I always try to fill my baby's cup. Yeah. When I wake up in that morning, I always try to fill my baby's cup. She got that sweet black coffee, and she's good to the last drop. Yes, she is. Some folks like that honey and a little bit of cream in that tea. Hey, they can have all that honey, darling, and keep that cream in that tea. Give me some sweet black coffee. It's good enough for me. Ain't that right? Somebody play for me. Don't take a lot of money. Put a smile on your baby's face. Hey, don't you know it don't take a lot of money? Put a smile on your baby's face. But you gotta grind that coffee, little darling, at a slow and easy pace. Some folks like a little bit of honey. They like some cream in that tea. Not me. They can have that honey, a little bit of cream in that tea. Give me some sweet black coffee. It's good enough for me. Hey! One more, we'll take a break, a short one. And I'm going to give the drummer something. Got to give the drummer something. Pretty and everything she can play, got to give her something. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul. It sings a tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that's kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest lands and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Emily Dickinson. And I forgot to tell him what song we're going to do. What do you feel like doing? Yeah. Let's do it. No, I'm going to sing that. It's too shallow, man. I don't have the guitar, so I'm going to just wing it. Are you enjoying yourselves? So apropos to be doing all this poetry and sonnet here in this bookstore. Very nice. Let's do a song I wrote for a friend of mine a few years ago. I'll tell you about it as they grew. Go ahead, Calvin. Go ahead, groove with it. He spent 2.5 years in prison for a crime he did not commit. Close friend of mine, very erudite brother, PhD from Cornell. Did his doctorate, Columbia University, philosophy. He was accused of stealing a large amount of money in a satchel from another party. A year and 20 months into his sentence, they were cleaning the basement of the house, and they found the satchel of the money buried underneath the pool table where it slipped. $16,000. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Which cleared his name, not his life. I was there when he passed through the gates of that jail, and we greeted each other. I've known him since I was 10 years old. He cried like a baby. I said, you know, there's a lesson in this. And he looked at me and said, what, Allan? I was just giving him some sort of rhetoric. I didn't know what to say. It was 2 years ago. He's going to spend Thanksgiving with me. Yes. He got his name back, his credentials, good standing in the educational world. So I did a song for him. Living in a city that has changed my mind, leaving all the problems that I had behind. He's a soldier, never moved too slow, got a marching time the way I know, picking up the pieces of a broken dream. All the plans he made turned out to be just schemes and illusion. He's a shallow man. Like sand, his thoughts slip through the hourglass of time. A lonely heart can only break a troubled mind. That bird of paradise he seeks, I hope to find. The truth is what I need. Reality is just a dream. Stepping over boundaries to the wide unknown. Never had a thought that he could call his own. He's a gonna change his way with his feet of clay. We're gonna take a break. This is Adam Shulman on the piano. Doug Miller on the bass. I'm gonna let her play anyway. Her name is Sylvia Cuenca. My name is Allan Harris. I'll be back in a minute. Please do not go anywhere. I'm a very sensitive man. I'll cry. Thank you very much. Be right back. That's right. I didn't know they had a guitar amp here. No. It's in the room. Had you on? No. They had a guitar amp here. That was kind of Sylvia's doing because she brought Ed Sherry and Ed said, well, it'd be nice if you had an amp here. Somebody drove one all the way down from Sacramento and we would compliment him and his buddy. Wow, my guitar is sitting there in the room all alone. I left it, looked at it. Where you going now? Where you going? All right, y'all. I think it's time. You want some more music? Yeah, Shakespeare. You want some more Allan? They don't want to hear any more Shakespeare. Who wants to hear some more Shakespeare? Huh? What is your favorite Shakespeare? Ooh, it's too long, but I love it. Nobody? Natural. Wow. Wow. You guys are throwing out stuff at me, huh? Okay. They're long, though, but I know them. Okay. But I'll stick to the sonnets, okay? Just for now. I'll do a soliloquy later. Juliet. How do you say your name, my dear? Julia. 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 Yeah. Very pretty. By the way, welcome back these incredible artists, please. We could take liberties with each other. It's a very intimate crowd, is it not? This is for Jalea. She was reciting along with me, huh? Very good, dear. How old are you?
12.
You're 12 years old. I have guitars that are twice your age. I do. Matter of fact, the one I was going to bring in the room. Jalea, huh? What shall I do for her? Such a lovely, lovely young lady. When my love swears that she is made of truth, I do believe her, though I know she lies. That she might think me some untutored youth, unlearned in the world's false subtleties, thus vainly thinking that she thinks me young, although my days are past the best. Simply I credit her false-speaking tongue. On both sides thus is truth suppressed. But wherefore says she not she is unjust? And wherefore say not I that I am old? Oh, love's best answer is in seeming trust. And age in love, love have not years told. Therefore, I lie with her and she with me. And in our lies and in our faults, by lies we flattered be. Oh. My Xavier's walked off the stage. That's what your folks all are saying. Yes, he did leave the stage. Their solo was over. Trainee walked off the stage. That's what your folks all are saying. Yes, he did leave the stage. Clean out of sight now. Felt they had to rehearse. Although we know they are masters, they got a real mellow sound. Though you have to admit it, I guess they both left the stage. That's what your folks all are saying. And if you can't figure out their group, well, I have here too. Well, my friends, how about Miles Davis? Always wonder why people always try to find some fault in this man is hard. And when they go to wherever he is playing, they seem to want to see whether he is going to tend the business. Flop, flop, see, bop, baby, so lady, love, he never walks around the base street, so all of the folks he don't know wouldn't either. And neither would you, friends. But I know he is friendly. I do. The rest of us, we do. Oh, yes. We dig his beautiful soul and we love him and his blue horn. Yet another thing now about the clothes he wear, I'm sure his style is in the future. He's so cool, the fit of his clothes are perfect. Just like the way he plays, not afraid of being different. And he has won most polls in his modern jazz. He ain't the lesbian king. Was in his group of breaking records, yeah, before the show this swine. Walked off the stage. What you folks all are saying? Yes, he did leave the stage. After his solo was over, Trainee walked off the stage. What you folks all are saying? Yes, he did leave the stage. Clean out of sight now. Thought they had to rehearse. Although we know they are masters, they got a real mellow sound. Though you have to admit it, I guess they both left the stage. What you folks all are saying. And if you can't figure out their group, well, I have hip you. So what? Still with me? We're going to find out. Two roads diverged in the yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever be coming back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one that's traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Robert Frost. A 1, 2. Oh, I missed that guitar. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, little darling, why don't you kiss me? Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship, yes, and adore. In other words, please be true. I know in other words, I'm gonna love. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what a little bit of spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship, yes, and adore. In other words, please be true. I know in other words, I'm gonna love. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Mom, hello. Medulla, something for a mother and son, Langston Hughes. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stairs. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the times I's been a climbing and reaching landings and turning corners. So son, don't you stop. Don't you sit down on those steps because you finds it kind of hard. Don't you turn back, don't you fall down, for you see, I still going on, honey, I still climbing. 'Cause for me, life ain't been no crystal stair. Thanks and Hughes. The very thought of you and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, but foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here with you. You'll never know how slow those moments will go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Julia, are you still there? What's off? What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and green. Jealousy, though her maiden is more fair than she. Be not her maid. Her vessel livery is already sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, my love. Oh, if she only knew that she was. She speaks. But she says, what of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold, 'tis not to me. She speaks to the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business. Do invite her eyes to twinkle in their spheres so they return. What if her eyes were there and they in her head? Oh, the brightness of her cheeks would shame those stars. As daylight doffed the lamp, her eyes in heaven went through the airy region, streamed so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she speaks. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. She speaks. Speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as is. That's for you, Julia. The very thought of you and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, but foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow those moments will go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Yeats, William B. Yeats. What a hell of a poet, huh? When you are old and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes once had and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace and love your beauty with a love, false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your growing face, and bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly at how love fled and paced upon the mountains overhead and hid his face amidst a crowd of stars. William B. Yeats. Yeah, let's swing it. Let's swing it. So, 1, 2, 4. Oh, I like this. I like this. I do. I'm already ready. Beep, cheap, cheap, I'm the way to lead it. God, here I go, here I go. I see trails of green roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, yes. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the blessed day, dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The color of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, I see them on those faces. People passing by, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, pretty in the sky, I see them on those faces. People passing by, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying what they say. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, I'm gonna think to myself, don't you know, I'm gonna think to myself, I'm gonna think to myself, it's a building seat, I don't have to be, I'm gonna think to myself, I'm gonna think to myself, I'm gonna think to myself, what a wonderful little world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ouch. You still with me? Okay. Are you still with me? All these books. What shall I do for you? I have so many. I almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fellow hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were dent. I've supped full with horrors, dying as familiar to my slaughter's thoughts cannot one start me. Wherefore was that cry? The queen, my lord, is dead. She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word tomorrow. And tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out! Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his eye upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That's Macbeth. Go on, milk it, brothers, milk it. You got this. Two. Yeah. L. It's for the way you look at me. Oh, it's for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore and love. It's all that I can give to you. Love is more than just that little game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Oh, we got this, we got this. Hell, it's for the way you look at me. Oh, it's for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore and love. Is all that I can give to you. Don't you know love is more than just that little game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't you break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. Oh, see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Don't you know love is more than just that little game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't you break it. Love was made for me and you. Talking about love. A little bit of love, baby, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Keep grooving, bring it down. Stay right there, I love it. Mm-hmm. Let's add in Shulman on the piano. Doug Miller on the bass. And the lovely, talented Sylvia Cuenca on the drums. From you have I been absent in the spring, when proud April, dressed in all its trim, hath put a spirit of youth in everything. That heavy Saturn laughed and leapt with him. Yet nor the lays of birds, nor the sweet smell of different flowers in aura and in you can never make me yesterday's tell. Nor did I wonder at the lilies white, nor praise the deep vermilion in the rose. They were but sweet fragrance of delight, figures of delight, pattern after you, you pattern of all those. As yet it seemed in winter still, you go away, as with your shadows I with thee did play. Sweet love, my love, my sweet love, baby, my sweet love, my sweet love, oh sweet love, my sweet love, baby. Yeah, keep on grooving, brothers. Can they play? How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach, when feeling out of sight for the ends of being an ideal grace. I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet needs by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs and my childhood's faith. I love thee with the love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God should choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Without love, sweet love, I'm in love. This is Elizabeth Barrett Browning. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love, love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. That's Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Sonnet 43. Are you still with me? Okay, we're going to find out. We are going to find... What am I doing? We'll do New Day. I don't have my guitar. Sometimes it's good to be, to put it away for a minute. It'll miss me when I get back to the room, I'm sure. Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more. Or close the wall off with our English dead. In peace, there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blast of war blows in our ears and imitate the actions of the tiger, stiffen the sinew, summon up the blood, disguise fair nature with hard-favored rage, then lend the eye a terrible aspect, let it pry through the portage like the brass cannon, let it o'erwhelm the brow as fearfully as doth the gauntlet rock o'erhang and jutty its confounded base, swilled with the wild and wasteful ocean. Now set the teeth and stretch the nostrils wide, hold hard the breath, bend up every spirit to its full height. On, you noblest English, whose blood is fed from fathers of war-proof, fathers that, like so many Alexanders, have from these parts, from morn to even fought, and sheathed their swords for lack of argument. Dishonor not your mothers. Now attest that those whom you called fathers did beget you. Be copy now to men of grosser blood, and teach them how to war. And you, good yeoman, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the meadow of your pasture. Let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there is none of you so mean and base that hath not noble luster in your eyes. I see you stand, like greyhounds in the slip, straining upon the start. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge, cry God for Harry, England, and St. George! Henry V. That's okay. It's all right. I don't have my guitar. I'll hum it. Usually I start off with a guitar. There's a bluebird sitting on a window on a bright and sunny morning. She wakes up to a song that reminds her how wonderful life can be. There's a dog barking loud in the front yard, wants to play with all of those children. They are running and laughing and just being happy, playing hide and seek. It's a new day, it's a new way to start a new life, but you have to believe it, that you're worth it and your purpose. Follow the path only love will let you see. There's an old man walking past our front yard. Oh, his heart is a grieving. Angels came from above, took the one that he loved on a soft and gentle breeze. Watched the kids with the dog, heard the bird sing a song, and he said, what the hell does it all mean? Then he looked in her face and a spirit of grace sparked an ember inside that very dream. Spinning round your life is a carousel, repeating things to get the same answer. The universe revolves on the love that we share. In time you'll discover we're part of each other. Spinning round your life is a carousel, repeating things to get the same answers. The universe revolves on the love that you share. In time you discover we're part of each other. There's a bluebird sitting on a window on a bright and Sunday morning. She wakes up to a song that reminds her how wonderful life can be. There's a young child playing in the front yard. Now they know what it all means. Yes, they do. Then the spirit of grace sparked an ember inside that very dream. It's a new day, it's a new way to start a new life, but you have to believe it, that you're worth it and your purpose. Follow the path that only love is gonna let you see. It's a new day, a new way to start a new life, but you have to believe it, that you're worth it and your purpose. Follow that path, only love will let you say. New day, new way. I wrote that for a friend of mine. Is it last two? Yeah. Okay, well then, all right.
We're getting these guys in overtime.
Oh, really? Okay, wow. Let me just collect this.
Okay, I'm sure everybody pays time now.
It's 9:45. I got a
You're having too much fun.
I'm having a lot of fun.
We're having a lot of fun.
I'll do one more.
Let's hear it for Allan Harris.
Yes.
Doug, thank you ever so much. Well, let's do one more. And once again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening. Thank you. She was born in 1924 in abject poverty. Small, big-lipped, big-nosed, nappy-haired girl. They said she wasn't going to do nothing. On her 10th birthday, her mother relocated her and her brother to Stamps, Arkansas, to live with her grandmother. The month that she was there, she was assaulted and brutally raped by an acquaintance of her mother. He served 1 day in jail. Upon his release, 4 days later, they found his body brutally beaten and mangled by the railroad tracks. They said it was her uncles and her cousins who did it. Because of that, she did not speak for 5 years. Thanks to the graces of a wonderful woman named Miss Bertha Flowers, who ran a school for colored girls, she said to her, "Child, If you want to learn how to recite poetry and speak the classics, you must say them out loud with panache and with verve, which center on a journey that changed the trajectory of the English literature as we know it. She walked with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, 3 Grammys, 50 doctorates. She wrote, I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing. She was the first black woman to be a streetcar operator in San Francisco. Ironically enough, her birthday and mine coincide with each other April 4th, but I dare not try to walk in the steps of that great woman, Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very earth, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like sun and like moons with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops with my mournful, soulful cries. Does my heartiness offend you? Don't you take it very hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard? You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history, shame, I ride. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. Bearing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the hope and the dreams of the slave. I rise. I rise, everybody. I rise. Let's do one more and we're out of here. Thank you. Oh yeah, we'll keep it short. I know you got to go home. So do I. Woo. Thank you ever again. Thank you. Thank you, brother, for having me. Here we go. (1922). Langston Hughes stepped off a boat from Paris. Just coming from hanging out with Ernest Hemingway, Sidney Bechet, Josephine Baker, Matisse, Picasso. He frequented all of the jazz clubs during that era. He wanted to be a jazz musician, but he couldn't cut the grade, so he became an incredible poet, lyricist. I put some music to his prominent poem. Then we're going to go home. Drowning a drowsy syncopated tune, rocking back and forth to a mellow croon, I heard a Negro play down on Lenox Avenue the other night. He did a lazy sway. He did a lazy sway to those bluesy tunes, bluesy tunes. Ah. With his ebony hands on those ivory keys, he made that poor piano moan with some sweet melody. Oh, blues, oh, coming from a black man's soul, sweet blues. I must be crazy to keep coming here. Must be some kind of in affair. I'm Allan Harris. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. Adam Shulman. Doug Miller. Sylvia Cuenca. I got some CDs for sale. They're in my bag. I get them out. God bless you. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
We luckily always have close at hand. We're very
You are lucky.
Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Send it to me. Okay.
You go home, it's already.
Bye, guys.
Okay, cool.
Played, y'all.
I love that we come in like the last,
Shot out of Church's Chicken. Was it Church's Chicken? No, he was coming out of a piano bar in Detroit.
Piano bar. Cold-blooded.
Drove by and he shot him.
Zap carnivorous.
79. Eddie Jefferson. Detroit. No, it was a guy. It wasn't money.
Robbery. Wasn't he just mugged by a rando?
No, it was someone that he knew.
It was a beef.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
know that.
Yeah, it was a drag.
I thought it was rando. Oh, man.
Yo, I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Great to see you, bro. Right now, good to see you.
Hold on to it. You're 20, baby. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Yeah. Really? That's beautiful. Wow. Yeah. Wonderful. What's your name? Mark Webber. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Oh, sure. We're just going to walk right out there.
All right.
Alan, can we get you home?
Huh?
Can we get you home?
Oh, I was gonna take a Uber.
No.
I'm on 19th Street. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Cool, man. Yeah, man. 19th and Castro. It's 4306 19th. It's 2 streets up from Castro. Thank you, baby.
Oh, he's still here.
Thank you, darling. All right.
All right, when we get in the car, you just give me the address.
Okay. What's his name? Yeah.
Oh, the store?
Yeah. What's the store? Hey, Eric. Oh, he'll get to it in a minute. Eric.